My name's Chloe Gillespie, I'm 19 years old and I come to have hypnotherapy because my life was in a bit of a mess. I was unhappy, I was unconfident. Most of all, I think I was scared because I had a lot of fears and anxieties, and having to face them every day on a day-to-day basis was so hard. I wasn't afraid, but I was just anxious. I was just so anxious that I'd tremble over the silliest things, like going into a shopping centre, just being around so many people and crowds and people being in my way, and I was just getting claustrophobic and over-analysing everything, like waking up that morning and think, oh God, I've got to go into that place, and planning it bit by bit. And I was just scared of what people thought of me and scared of overcoming something that was so frightening to me. So I just used to block it out. I didn't used to go out. Well, I used to go out to work, but didn't enjoy socially going out into a shop or nothing like that. I had emetophobia, where I was scared of being ill in a public place and everyone looking at me and thinking, oh God, what's the matter with her? Like, I was scared of being sick. It's like I was over-analysing, like, if I was sick, where was I going to be sick, and what would people think of me? And I was frightened of what people would think of me, and they'd start laughing and stuff like that. So I used to carry a bag around with me, because if I felt sick in a public place, I'd never be sick in the bag, but it was just like a comfort. Or I just used to avoid going out because I was too frightened of being sick in a public place. So I didn't used to go to the cinema, nothing like that. Of therapy, it was hard because I was so sceptical of what hypnosis would be like, and I felt like if I come in I'd feel stupid because I'm talking about all my problems and that. But it's so different because when you come in, they've heard it all before, and it's like everyone's accepted to feel the way that I did in here, because everyone's got problems like I did, and this is where you come to face them and to sort them out. And at the start of therapy I was really scared of coming in because I thought, oh my God, is it going to be like you're under and stuff like that? But it isn't like that at all. It's just all about relaxing, and you do face some things along the way that you don't want to face and you don't want to talk about. But through the middle of therapy I felt like I didn't want to come in because I didn't want to talk about what was coming up. But the more I'd done it and the more I come in, and near the end of my therapy I felt like a new person. I felt so confident. In the middle of therapy I used to finish up and go straight to the shopping centre and just spend all my wages, and I used to feel like a burst of confidence running through me. I felt like a new person, and if I can feel like that, why shouldn't other people feel like it? I know that other people have got my problem now, but before I started therapy I thought no one had what I'd got. Now I feel like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I feel really confident and that I want to go out with my friends, and I feel like my whole life has changed. I don't care about what people think of me no more. You've got to accept me for who I am, and I've had this problem but I've got over it and I just feel like a whole new person. I don't have any anxious feelings when I go into a restaurant or nothing like that. I threw away the bag because I feel that I don't need it no more, and I feel like a new me. My family is so happy because before, when we used to go on holiday, they could see that I weren't enjoying it because I used to get so anxious on the plane and waiting in the waiting room with loads of people around me and stuff like that. But I've been out shopping with my mum. We've booked up a holiday next year, and I just feel so happy for what the future I've got ahead of me. Like, I'm ready to face it now, and I'm not going to let something like this stop me, because I felt like I've got rid of it now and it means nothing to me. But then people out there that have got anxieties, feel depressed and have phobias, I had it all at once. So you may think that it's silly thinking the way you do and that you're the only one out there that's got it, but you're not, because so many other people have got it. And if I've helped myself, why shouldn't you help yourself? What is the point living in fear? Just ready to live my life now, and I'm still young, so I'm so glad I got it sorted at my age. And I wasn't myself. I used to pretend that I was alright to people in front of family members and friends when I used to go out, but deep inside I wasn't. I got this trembling feeling inside me where I didn't feel like me, and I used to hide it all. I used to be so scared. I used to sort of self-harm in a way, just to release some pain. I used to avoid going places that I didn't want to, because I didn't want to face the fear of anything. It being in a restaurant, a supermarket, a superstore, anywhere like that, I'd feel like just looking for the exit and where I'd feel comfortable, and I wouldn't go out of my boundaries at all. I knew what my boundaries were, and if I was out of that comfort zone, I'd just become a mess. And I used to be so anxious. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I didn't want to face the day because I didn't know what was ahead of me that I'd panic about. I used to panic constantly. Sometimes I found I was even panicking in my sleep. And ever since then, and starting this therapy, I've had none of it at all.